My most anticipated Marvel Snap card release of the year is finally here. Mobius and Mobius is here to prune this nightmare of a timeline where we're getting waved on turn 5 into Goliath or Doctor Doom on turn 6, or waved on turn 3 into a Galactus, severing the board down to 1/3 of what it was before on turn 4. Mobius isn't flashy, but he just makes everybody play honest, and he lets honest decks that aren't trying to like over the top combo kill you and just do relatively fair things with decent numbers and a small amount of synergy have breathing room in a format where they had previously been locked out. So this is just a clean Darkhawk destroy deck with some overlapping synergies. We have Darkhawk as just a big stat 4 energy play, who gets bigger thanks to Rock Slide as well as Black Widow. Black Widow's kind of the overlap between the two packages in this deck, because not only does she make Darkhawk bigger, but she also gets gobbled up by a Carnage or holds a power-up bonus from a copy of Nova. Because we're going to be blowing some things away, we have Hood here that gives us a demon to play down for profit later. We have Killmonger to clear out these 1-drops that we need to blow up. And we have Angela, who loves to have these 1 energy cards played out into her path and then get cleared away to make room for even more things. Mysterio's just another good quality card in this deck. It triggers Angela, the clones get eaten by Carnage, they hold a bonus from Nova, just a lot of really interlapping pieces that aren't overtly powerful, but give you small edges as the turns go on, and Mobius feels like it gives this deck the edge that it needs to keep up with these previously, honestly, I felt pretty unbeatable wave decks. This highlight is going to be me playing against a bunch of wave decks, because despite Mobius and Mobius releasing, I ran into a ton of those on the ladder right after it dropped, because people just seem to be slow to adapt. I love to know what your ladder experience has been like. It was a treat to get to play a deck like this and not feel embarrassed afterwards. If you enjoy what you see and you like the idea of this, be sure to snap that button. For the rest of the day, though, have fun. Killmonger is just so good into this deck. And honestly, people have been cutting armor because there just haven't been a lot of Killmongers in this metagame. Play for all 3. Puts me at 10 in the middle, so I even tie if they Cyclops. This is beating Doctor Doom, obviously. Oh, they thought they were gonna take my Darkhawk there, but nah, I just don't need to play there. Victory. Just gonna build up on the Great Web, I think. Use Hawk to turn him off for a turn if we need to. Ideally, we pick up a copy of Carnage here to clean out our web. Guess we'll put this here and hope to win the flip. Not a flip. We're guaranteed to move. We're gonna lose this regardless, so I'm just gonna play these out and get this going. I think this works the way I want, right? Because if I play these first, they don't flip up, and then this happens, and then this is no longer active the end of turn, and then all 3 of these go, I believe is the ordering here. So do I play around Patriot plus Mystique, or do I play around... Well, I have 2 cards in their hand. I don't think I'm supposed to play around Patriot Mystique because of the disruption that we had this game. I think I'm supposed to go bear here, hawk here, and plan for them to have a bigger thing here. Especially if they're one of the builds that's like greedy and playing Chavez. Like they could just be playing Chavez mid. Oh. I think the read is because we disrupted their hand like we did, we just assume that they're not gonna Patriot Mystique us, so we don't need to cover the side more. Like just Patriot could happen, but I don't think they're very likely to have both. We have the Killmonger with the Nova here. Do I just fill the raft then? Probably. Grab my card. Well, gives Darkhawk +2. Alright, well, we won that flip. Slide in the middle and press the button. I was gonna say Void Right is scary, but they've burned their Viper already. Can just do this. Next turn we have Hawk, Spectrum, Kitty.
All systems go.
So their deck has 5 cards in it. So this Hawk is 12, 10, 12 with the Spectrum. I think it's just this, right? I suppose I'm flipping a coin against a Destroyer. Is there any way to not do that? I don't think so. Mobius is ongoing, right? Oh, he is ongoing. If I do this, do I win the flip? No, because I'm only 15 on the left still, right? And I lose the breaker. No, we win the breaker, because I'll be 15 over here. Yeah, this works actually. I beat Destroyer left or right. I need to play at least some on the right, because they could just be like Carnage on the right. I don't want to assume that we win the right for free. Carnage and Destroyer were the 2 cards you wanted to play around to be fair. If they had played Destroyer here, we'd be 15 to 15, and I'd be 15 to 0 here because this rock wouldn't be -1, and then we'd be up by 1. Slick game. Really bad at having one of our 4/1 drops on 1 this evening. Over here, so if we can find our copy of Kitty, stop the Nebula and set the Angel up simultaneously. Oh, like a Killmonger angle, huh? The old Snap-a-lap.
Wind aid my hand.
We do this. And then next turn, I go like bird into Killmonger. But not the end of the world. lot more stats, right? That means they have to play for all three, which is really good for us. Getting waved. Could be getting waved here. Didn't draw Mobius. We slaughter the right side though. Oh, and we turn off them giving us the Widow's Bite. That's so good for us. Wow, that just worked out perfect, huh? 12 power Hawk here, Bear here. Puts the ninja out for... Oh, it doesn't put ninjas out because the locations are off. Yeah, that was great. Killmonger's been eating good tonight. That's funny, I was saying last season, finding their good Killmonger deck seems like be really good in this metagame, and so far that's looking to be the case. I think a lot of the Killmonger decks like this one are ones that just like have a hard time into wave, and Mobius just solves that problem. Another Nebula deck. Just drop the old Angela on the right here so we can kitty into there. Obviously, small probability that this is a location that's bad for her. This is a free roll now. We're not necessarily a Killmonger deck, but real good. They bend their wave, so I'm not even really concerned about that at this point. I'm just gonna Hawk in the middle just to be energy efficient here, because I don't think I want a Mysterio plus Morbius. If I do this is crazy. I like condenses everything on the right down to one card, so that way their Cyclops is significantly worse. Do it. We don't look like a Killmonger deck right now is the thing. Oh my god, what a sicko draw. Actually the best draw on the deck? Actually the best draw on the deck. Does this beat Dr. Doom? Yeah, it beats Doom and Hulk. I feel like people just haven't been Killmongered in so long. It's like no respect for it anymore. Victory. That's all. Snap the like button if you'd be so kind, and check back in again tomorrow for another highlight.